Hey guys, welcome to the Nosebleeds. I'm Will Presti. I'm so happy to be joined by my guest today, New York City news anchor and legend in my mind.
Oh, wow.
Sukanya Krishnan, how are you?
I got a good introduction. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you.
Better than Scott. I mean, that was pretty good.
Scott was last week's
Stanford,
interview.
last week's interview. This is this week.
Bigger and better, is that
Big
what you're
and
trying
better,
to
that's what we're saying. You gone big now. You go big.
Now, we're here at CollectibleXchange. We're happy to have you.
Do you know women collect too?
Well, I understand you're a bit of a collector.
Yeah, I collect a lot of things. We're not going to talk about the other things that I've collected, but let's talk about sports.
Sports?
Yeah.
Who's your squad? You grew up in
I grew up in New York. I'm from Staten Island, New York.
Staten Island. The forgotten borough.
It's not forgotten. It's called The Rock.
The Rock.
And there's a lot of things buried on Staten Island, if you know what I mean.
Well, this video is going to be confiscated by men in black suits.
Yes,
really
exactly. Grew up a Yankees fan,
okay,
believe it or not, but married to a Mets fan.
Ooh.
So I am conflicted all day long. Definitely a Knicks fan. Jets and Giants, it can go either way for me. My husband's a Jets fan. Brothers were a Steelers fan.
Okay.
So I'm a Steelers diehard in my heart. Back in the day, Steelers, Cowboys, if you know what I mean.
His brothers or your brothers?
My brothers.
Okay.
I have two older brothers.
Got you.
And then tennis. Tennis, anybody?
Tennis.
I'm Indian. We like tennis.
You said it, not me. I'm not going to make sports
I'm a big tennis fan. I'm a big,
here.
I torture my kids. I'm like, we got to go to tennis.
Well, what do you collect? Do you have any signed
I do.
memorabilia?
I think the first thing I ever bought was from Steiner Sports, believe it or not. And it was at an auction, and I got a Tino Martinez signed picture because I was obsessed with Tino Martinez because back in the day of 1996 and when they won all of those World Series, I would get a chance to interview Tino, and he was always just so kind and gracious that I felt this connection to him.
The Bam Tino.
Oh yeah.
I know many women.
And it wasn't so bad to look at.
No, I know many women who have like a Tino thing, like pictures
Tino
in the office.
Tino love, and the fact that he's just a good guy. He's a father. He's a husband. He's just all that.
Right.
It just makes
and
you love.
Chips.
Yes, definitely. Maybe even an egg roll on the side. You know what I mean? No. He is fantastic. I don't know where I was going with that. It was supposed to be a joke, but it went really flat.
You know what? We'll edit it in post. Were you a collector growing up? No.
No, but Tino Martinez definitely have some Ranger stuff.
Right.
Definitely given ex-boyfriends Ranger stuff. That's
a parting gift?
Yes, it's a
like
parting gift.
Package?
Yes, a care package.
Depending on how much you think you owe them. Yeah, I wasn't too bad on him. I'll give him a puck. I was really rough on him. Here's a Messier signed jersey.
Actually, I've done that. And then I have a Jets. What is it? A Super Bowl. All the Super Bowl.
On what, a helmet?
On a helmet.
Very
Sign.
nice.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
I got after a 9/11 auction, actually.
Okay.
So that was something I purchased myself, and a lot of balls.
Right.
I mean, signed balls. That's what I meant to say.
I mean, you can sign it if you want. It's okay. But wait, so Yankees and your husband is Mets.
Yeah.
So that's there's interfaith marriage. It is
definitely interfaith.
And
definitely.
you're not letting him bring it. I'll say down because I'm a Yankees fan.
Yeah, my kids are all Mets fans. It's terrible but true. I lost that power. But you know what? My kid's only 10 years old. I think he'll regain whatever he wants soon. My kid is crazy about basketball. So basketball is our religion right now. So my kid is all about like Steph Curry.
Right.
My kid is all about I don't know, so many players. Why am I forgetting?
But the Mets fans though, that's because you're costing yourself money because of all the therapy they're going to do. It wasn't a good economic.
There's a lot of therapy in my family, and it has nothing to do with sports.
Oh, understood.
It has nothing to do with sports.
That was part of the deal. That was a prepackaged deal.
Exactly.
So then let's see. We also have a lot of movie memorabilia here, and I understand you watch the Oscars. I like
the Oscars. My favorite movie growing up was always all the John Hughes movies. Have you ever seen any? I mean, people my age, that we grew up on that. That was like our ABCs.
What's your favorite?
So probably Pretty in Pink.
Yeah.
I do love The Breakfast Club. I could probably watch it on loop. 16 Candles. I always wanted to be kissed with the cake. And then, the last scene in the movie, and then the guy in the Porsche comes to my house. Never happened.
No.
I only had a guy come to my house in a Vette, but it was a Chevette, not a Corvette. So things were really bad. It was it was always wrong.
Right. Now, you know what's
What was
funny?
wrong?
I pride myself in being a really big movie buff.
Okay.
I went back, I saw like the AFI 100 list of greatest movies of all time, and I went through, I've been through like 70 of them or so.
Wow.
But the one
You have a really good social life, I can see. Watching movies, 70 of them.
Did I say?
I thought you were young.
Did I say I was alone? Did
I
say
think
I was
so.
alone? Yeah, I did.
I think so. I'm
watched those
hoping
movies
that this
alone.
will get you some
I watched those
action.
movies alone. No, but the one
Some
movie,
Netflix and chill, maybe.
Netflix and Will.
Yeah, that's what the
hey,
kids say.
You set me up for that one. Listen, that was always my Tinder profile, Netflix and
Very
Will.
nice, very
but
nice.
the one, I'm bringing this up because I have to admit something to you. It's very
Yes.
hard for me to admit.
Go ahead,
the one
Shane.
movie that I have not seen, and
Is?
everybody just goes crazy. Watch it tonight. What is wrong with you? Is The Breakfast Club.
You gotta watch Breakfast Club.
Will it mean as much to me now that I'm watching it in adulthood?
Definitely,
as it
it's high
did?
school angst. It's kids that don't fit in, overachieving parents who want to bring that kind of world to their children. It's
think I'm
falling
gonna
in
relate to
love.
that?
The cool kid falling. It's because it's
Because
everything.
I don't fit in. Is that what you're trying to tell
You
me?
don't fit in because we're on a bleacher. I like box seats or I like front seats.
Are you paying for my therapy?
I don't like sitting on bleachers. Box seats or front seats. I'm that kind of girl. Why am I talking like Sebastian Maniscalco? Go! Anyway, also, I think that The Breakfast Club can be applied to life.
Okay.
There's always going to be the cool kids.
Yeah.
But you know what? You got to carve your own path. And at the end, who is it? It wasn't Judd Hirsch. It was Judd
Nelson.
Judd Nelson. I was going to say Judd
Now
Apatow.
you've
Judd
seen the
Nelson.
movie, and I haven't yet. I know Judd Nelson.
Listen, I'm older than you. The brains, it's just, the quick recall sometimes doesn't have fire as much as you want the synapse.
Right.
So Judd Nelson goes puts a fist up in the air and
Yes.
just like that, we're all that person, So
Now-
there's a lot of metaphors that even though it was an 80s movie, it still translates into 2020.
Sure. Now, do you have any memorabilia? Do you have like a poster? Could we actually sell
do I have-
posters
the only
from
poster.
that whole
oh,
movie,
really?
the cast, Breakfast Club?
The only poster I ever had was in my room was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Springfield
Of course.
signed and autographed.
Who didn't have a Rick Springfield?
Yes, I had that.
Yeah.
I had the Police Synchronicity tour photo. I had. I was very big into 80s hip hop, so
Right.
that it just went like
It took
to
a
another
turn.
area. To another
Springfield, now, just for our viewers who might not know, he wasn't Take Me Home Tonight. That was, what was
area. No,
Rick
Take Me Home Tonight.
That was Eddie Money.
Take Me Home. That's Eddie Money.
What is
yeah.
Rick Springfield's big?
You better love somebody. Jessie's Girl.
Jessie's Girl is what I'm
Jessie's
trying to
Girl.
think
Jessie's
of.
Girl.
Right.
Yeah, you got to get with that. The chicks love it.
Oh,
The chicks love
you
that
didn't
on
know
a Friday
Jeff-
night.
you
Do you
didn't
guys
know
go out
Judd
on a Friday
Nelson.
night still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thursday.
No.
Started early.
Okay. Used
Don't
to start.
tell my boss.
It used to start Tuesday for us.
Start Tuesday. Sounds like a productive.
Every
work.
night was a Tuesday night, or
Now-
Friday night.
I heard a rumor
Yeah.
that you were honored by
Who?
Oprah.
Oh no,
What happened here?
I didn't
What
get
was it?
honored
You didn't
by
get
Oprah.
honored. Well, if you were in her
Oprah and I-
presence, you're
I wish I was honored by
You and
Oprah, but
O.
Oprah and I, me and Lady O,
Lady O.
or my godmother, I'd like to say, or a close personal friend,
Of course.
who I wish I had a speed out, but I don't. She is somebody that I look up to, like most women. I think even some men too out there. And so she has this thing called the Vision 2020. Like, this is the year 2020.
2020.
So vision, have a clear vision, have a clear balance on what you want. And I'm in a place of transition right now. I have 2 kids. I could tell you my whole story.
Oh,
I wish
come
this
on.
was a couch.
Come on, lay it down. Lay it down.
I wish it was a couch.
We got a pillow.
We could have a moment, but so she helped me through some, just figure out my life. Sometimes when you've been an overachiever, which most Indian kids are.
Okay. I can't. I can't make any comments about that.
You need to sometimes have to pause and reflect, and so I'm just kind of
Sure.
pivoting right now. So we'll figure out what the next couple of steps are. I'm sure it's going to be in media. Don't you think I'm a
Right.
natural?
Yeah, I mean I'm
come
thinking
on.
maybe a co-host for the Nosebleeds.
That's what I
guys.
say.
You
Co-host.
write in,
You need women.
you tell
need
us.
women in sports. You need women in
Absolutely.
sports. Yeah.
What is the Vision 2020 though? What is that? Was it a conference? Is it a
It
summit?
is a conference. It's think of it as a conglomerate, or
Right.
a think tank
Right.
of women
And
coming
it happened,
together.
It was a physical place.
It's a
You
physical
went
place where you paid a lot of money
Okay.
to really be exposed to thinkers.
And where
thought
was
leaders.
it?
It's
Was
called
this in
Thought
LA or
Leaders. It's
Chicago?
it's in Barclays. There's tours all around the country.
I see.
Yes, but there's thought leaders. There's this woman named Rachel Hollis who was one of those women who she wrote a book called "Girl Wash Your Face," "Girl Don't Apologize." Women tend to do these things because we're sort of indoctrinated as a young age to follow certain rhythms and rules, and those rules and rhythms don't necessarily work for today. So it's just about rethinking who you are, how you want to behave, what you want for yourself, your family, your husband, or your life. I mean, I think, anybody over the age of 25 has gone through some stuff.
Sure.
And sometimes you need to unpack this stuff to be able to move forward. And so that's all it was. But Oprah is somebody I look up to, and I wish we were best friends, but we're not. I'd love to be underneath the tree. She likes trees.
She likes trees. Plant some trees.
I plant some trees.
And she might just pop up. I think it's like she's like a wizard. It's like a wizard or something.
That would be amazing.
You plant a tree and then there's just a fairy godmother.
That would be incredible if that
shows
happened.
up.
Trust me.
It's an Oprah tree.
I should plant the Oprah tree in my backyard.
You charge for the seeds. It would be a whole thing.
That would be incredible. You put some ideas in my head. I might do that.
I mean, this is what it's all about. This
I
is the
might do that.
creativity stuff.
I might do that.
So what's exciting? What's going on? I mean, is there anything you're really?
I find a lot of things that are going on. I find politics incredibly exciting. I feel like we're at crossroad again with the 2020 election. I feel like millennials have a big say in what's happening in the elections, and really need to take an active role in politics and maybe figuring out how they want this country to be shaped, whether you're Republican or Democrat, but just taking an active role in politics. I think that the country is in a big global transition, geopolitically speaking. And other countries themselves, like, Angela Merkel is stepping down. Germany's going to go through its own little rhythm of change as well. So those kind of things, I love politics. I also love pop culture. I love just being a woman in this country, and I love connecting with viewers on every level, whether it's sports, it's entertainment, things that are happening, weird stories.
What's a weird story? Give us a weird story.
Weird stories. What are some of the weird stories? God, I didn't look up weird stories today, but there's a lot of weird stories.
Other than the Oprah trees that are popping up everywhere. I feel like there's
a lot of weird stories.
It's the new viral challenge.
But things that happen, that you're just like, things that make you go, what? Did that really happen?
Yeah.
Nowadays you can't believe what you read all the time.
You can't believe what you read, but I'll tell you this much.
What?
Talking about politics.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I thought we were over.
Do this.
I was gonna say
we're gonna go Krishnan Presti 2024.
Krishnan Presti 2020.
We are taking over.
I'm telling you,
happen.
we got to do it.
All right,
it's been great.
Babies.
Next time, can we upgrade?
We're gonna
the
just
bleachers?
both sit in the middle bleacher
together.
Okay,
all right. We're just
really
gonna sit
close
like this.
I'm Will Presti.
As long as you get me a beer.
This is my girl Suk.
All right.
Nosebleeds. We'll see you next time.
Bye.